Welcome, everyone. I'm so excited to tell you about this podcast. It's called The DK Project, but it's really The Darren Show. The DK Project is a radio show, but without the radio. So sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Let's go!
Welcome back to the DK Project. I was going to put some new music in, like some of this free music I found, but then I'm like, why? I got a bitchin' intro, and I bring it in nice every time. So people don't like it.
Suck it.
Tough shit. Tough shit. We don't, here at the project, we don't care. You don't get to vote because this is a little one-sided. Hey, we didn't record last week, and I just put a show up with a good one with Don't do that. Don't do that. Come on.
I'll make us visit.
You know the deal. Okay. Sorry, I guess I tricked. The one with Howard Bloom.
Yes.
Has done everything. It's a long podcast, and it's pretty interesting. This guy's done a little bit of everything to the nth degree. Like he is. Yeah. Knows everybody. He's got to have a pretty bitchin' Rolodex. I mean, he's been with Michael Jackson, Prince, ZZ Top, blah, 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 blah. Everybody and their brother. Speaking of which, I was out and about yesterday at me other job, and there's a local rock star in the neighborhood, and I saw him at the grocery store, and I was going to go talk to him about being on the podcast. And then some fucking lady in the line at the grocery store is like talking to the manager. Oh, is that whatever? Getting all awestruck. And I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to bother. The guy just wants to buy his bread and potatoes and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go to do my regular job yesterday, and sure as shit, I'm going to his house. So I roll over to his house, and it's all like I met Ron Sexsmith, 15 years ago when I was in some third world country. Where was it? It was in it doesn't matter. But anyway, he's a pop singer. Yeah.
Canadian singer says, yep.
Yeah, big Canadian dude. And and I got to know him, and it was funny because we just flew in. We were in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And hotter than a mofo, and our suitcases got lost.
Oh.
So we're sitting there, and I roll in shorts because I'm obese, and that's what we do. But I do. We got nothing, so we're just sitting there waiting for our bags, and we're like, "Gotta be nice to just go sit by the pool." Well, we befriend this couple sitting there, and it was Ron Sexsmith and his wife, or whatever she was. I don't know. She's a singer too. And we started talking to him, and it was just like I've met several famous people, and I don't get awestruck very easily. But this guy was like, it was just interesting to see like his world. Like I'm talking to Ron Sexsmith, and I'm like, so day to day, he goes, I don't know. They tell me where to be, and I go there. He goes, I don't have a phone, I don't have a laptop, I don't have any of that stuff. I just, I don't want it. He goes, I just, whatever. And I'm like, oh, really? Wow. Like, what kind of world is that where you have like zero technology at all?
Yeah.
And anyway, the girlfriend ended up saying, hey, to my wife, I'll lend you a swimsuit, or I'll give you a swimsuit.
Okay.
And my wife's like, ooh. But I guess it was like new with tags or whatever, but I think my wife still didn't wear it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm at this dude's house yesterday who's a pretty heavy hitter, and I kind of got that same vibe because when I called, I talked to like a handler, and they're like, yeah, he'll be there. And I'm like, all right. And then I get there, and I'm pretty sure he was just getting up at 10:30.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And just hitting the car. Like everything about him said rock star. Like he crawled out of bed in black jeans and a black concert T-shirt, like, and all the wristbands and necklaces and shit. Like,
oh my God, his bracelets, everything.
Yeah, dude, you're rock star through and through. His hair's all in the rock star position, and he's like, hey, and I go, hey, how you doing? And he's like, better now that I have coffee. And then he just kind of, it reminded me a lot of like, did you ever see that show with Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah. The Osbournes?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
He just moves around the house and he's just like a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what this guy was. He was just kind of like around. But what an interesting setup. And he's got a new album out that I kind of dig. But
okay. I'll have to check him out. Ron Sexsmith.
No.
No, the other guy. Sorry, the other guy.
I wish you'd listen to the show.
I did.
I've never talked to Ron Sexsmith in 15 years. One time, Dominican Republic, swimsuit. Just running through the highlights. Come on! Get your head out your ass. And
it's the coffee's kicking in. I'll be better.
So anyway, the coolest thing, he's got all this vintage stuff in his house, but he's got to have, I don't know, 35, 40 guitars. And it's like, man, just cool
that's dope.
Shit.
But
nothing like blew me away about rock star lifestyle. Just a cool cat, man. Just cool.
That's
cat.
cool.
But anyway, I just didn't get to the point where I could ask him to be on the show. But I did have an interesting run-in with his wife, and his wife was super cool. And I'm thinking a little twist to our DK project is we don't want to interview the superstars. We want to interview the wives and the husbands.
Okay.
The people who are going to tell you the shit that the rock stars are gonna. We want dish.
Facts. True.
Give us the dirt. So I'm thinking I'm shifting gears from him to now I want to talk to his wife. So I was thinking about that the other day too, like that Miranda Lambert, she's a singer. Actually, I saw a thing the other day. She's been like country music artist of the year, like
really
fucking 15 years in a row. And somebody, whatever I was reading, whether it be an article or whatever, they referenced her as Blake Shelton's ex-wife. Like
really,
like her resume far exceeds his.
Yeah.
And to put that in there, it's like, come on. But the reason why I bring this up is she's married to a New York City cop. And like, just an average dude, built like a brick shithouse, but just an average dude. And it would just be interesting to see what that world is. You walk from 60 to 100,000 a year, living in New York City, which means you're a peasant because that's not enough money, as you well know. And now you're thrown into this world where it's just an alternate reality. It's not even normal.
It's insanity. It's a lot. Yeah.
I just think it would be cool to interview some of these people because, we've had some big hitters on the show with Donnie Chung and, well, that's really I read an article the other day, and it was like the longest advertisement I've ever seen, and it was Tommy Chong pumping his CBD oil that we talked about on the show.
Yeah.
But in this like 3-page article / advertisement, he said he quit smoking pot like 10 years ago.
Really?
Is that even possible?
It is, I guess, but wow, I didn't know that. He never said anything about it when we interviewed him either, that he quit or he doesn't at all.
Assumes.
Yeah, of course. I still assume. I mean, of course.
He hasn't called you yet?
No. I didn't even reach out to Kevin to get his number because it was so long after that. So I was like, it's going to be weird now.
Yeah, right. Holy shit. Look at this. Hi there. My name is Bobbity Bobbity Ba. I'm the production coordinator for a very popular ghost hunting show on Discovery Plus.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Well, somebody's going to be doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, huh?
Ghost. I used to watch Ghost Hunt. I used to watch Ghost Adventures all the time. I like that type of shows. You're so stupid.
Can you hear that?
I can hear it. I can hear you, weirdo.
Boo.
It's I like that one.
Boo. I've been exercising a little bit.
Ooh, get your workout on.
I'm getting I'm fighting old man sugar.
You're fighting old man sugar?
Yeah, like I'm cutting out sugar.
Oh, okay. So like no creams or sugars in your coffee, creamer that's sweet? Like what kind of stuff are you cutting out?
Yeah, I drink fucking coffee, not milkshakes in the morning. So that's not a problem.
Oh, well, because you put creamer in your
their coffee. That's such a pansy thing to do.
I'll do almond milk or regular milk every once in a while.
Of course you will.
But I don't do sweetness. Shut up. Okay, bougie.
I just can't take the milk from a cow. It's so
Oh, from the teat.
I need someone to squeeze the shit out of an almond to get me my milk.
Almond milk is good. Don't hate. Okay,
you know what?
Very good.
Part of what I put in my avocado Mexican chocolate shake right now is
you put almond milk.
Almond milk, but
see, it's good.
I made a mistake and I put honey in it, and my guy freaked out. My fat whisperer. I got a fat whisperer right now.
How much honey though? Did you use actual real honey or like that?
Yeah, I smashed a bunch of bees together. Got my own honey. It was pure as shit. No, I don't know. I squeezed the bear like once.
I squeezed the bear. I'm talking about like, is it like the real, like I have one that's like real honey. My sister had one she brought over last week that had a honeycomb in it. I was like, you're so bougie right now. There's a honeycomb in your honey. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, ugh, you're so bougie.
And we're back. The fuck? What are you talking about?
It's two different.
Your sister trade honey?
No, she brought it over to put like on top of like our cheese and crackers. So she wanted a drizzle, and I was like, "Why have honey?" And she was like, "Why have this one?" And it literally has a honeycomb with the actual like honey. And I'm like, "You're so like," I said, "Oh my God, you're so fancy." I don't even know what to say to that. But go ahead. I was asking if you used real honey, because if you use real honey, they don't really get too upset then.
Well, and that's just it. I'm working on the ketosis,
okay.
And it didn't kick me out, so I'm okay with it.
Okay, well, that's good.
It's kind of like my dream job. It's all meat again, but now I can have a couple vegetables and some eggs. And
ooh,
that's
okay.
About it, though. And you know what else? Pickles, man. I eat the shit out of the pickles.
Pickles are. I just bought some spicy little sliced up spicy pickle chips. I love
if you
pickles.
go to the Costco, we got these big things.
Oh yeah.
And the ones I bought today, like I went to Costco just for pickles today. The ones I bought today are like state fair kind of shit, which are too big.
Oh, they put on the stick, right?
Yeah,
That's the state fair ones.
But the ones I got at the Costco Business Center were just like, that's a pickle. Like that's enough, like not, I don't have to eat 7 of them. Well, I still eat 3, but they're good size. But I still have that like it's like a gayophobia thing where you're like, it's just
oh my God
for a dude.
Shut up! You're so
I cut it up into smaller sizes.
You're so extra sometimes. I don't even know what to do with you. Honestly.
Extra. I don't even know what extra means.
You're so extra. The fact that you had to cut the pickle off to feel better.
Hey, I had to work at the ice cream store last Friday. We're winding down. We're winding down to the end of the season. Mm-hmm. And boy, the sales are in the bucket. Jesus Christmas. No. Once the kids go back to school, man, it drops like a rock.
Yeah.
And I'm not excited about it. I'd really like to see a little last shot. So, listen, I've been doing my fall afternoon gig. I do announcing for the local sports team, right?
Okay.
Soccer. It's my thing that people love me. I'm telling you, I get the crowd going. So last Saturday we got a game, and I finally have like crew in there with me where I have like a spotter and I have a guy working the board, and we score, and then they do this big horn or whatever the hell it is, and I said, hey, next time they score, I had them load this drop in there that I wanted. I said next time, hit that. I put it in there 2 years ago. Hit that button, and we've never been like trained or anything, so obviously we score, and I do the whole thing, and you hear this. All right. Yeah. Except. All right. Yeah. It played 34 times.
34.
It was on a loop. We couldn't stop it.
Oh my gosh.
And this is like the public address announced for the stadium. So there's games going on these other fields around the campus of the school. Mm-hmm. And this is like there's neighbors a half a mile away that are going to call and complain.
All right.
And the all right. Yeah. And the game is going to resume because after the goal, and the ref stops the game because of the. All right. Yeah. So we're freaking out. We're like, we don't know how to turn it off. I don't know how to turn the volume down. I don't know any of the technical shit. So we're ripping cords out of the laptop left and right, and it won't stop. Gosh. It just keeps going. And the athletic director's down selling tickets, and And he's like, just turn the volume down. And we're like, we don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And the tech guy comes down. He was really far away. He comes running in, and he's just pissed. And he's like, and he shuts it off, right?
I'd be laughing the whole time.
Oh, my God. I was pissing my pants. And this guy's swearing up a storm, the tech guy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he goes, I got to call you back, Jim. He was on the phone in his ear while he's running, bitching about this problem.
What the hell?
And we finally get it under control, and it stops. And I obviously hop on the mic, and I right away call out the guy next to me. Like, that is not me. This is Dean's deal right here. He got that one going. So then,
Sorry.
In a few minutes, the athletic director comes up and he goes, "Do not play that anymore." Like, I don't know. He thought it was offensive or something. I don't know, some whatever.
Oh.
So we didn't play it, but then we scored again, and the whole crowd goes, "All right." Yeah. So we like started this chant that like our crowd does now whenever we score or whatever. So it was
I love it. But how is it offensive though? How is that offensive?
Well, I think it's offensive because we were up like 2 or 3 to nothing, and we kept going.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Yeah. I fucked up. I got all kinds of fun buttons.
Oh, you should be coming on pretty soon, dude. How much do you smoke?
This will be a little demonstration of that. Listen up.
What is that from?
That was my skull.
What is that from?
It's Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Come on now.
Oh, my Lord. Wow.
Get your shit together. Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the DK Project. Hey, everyone. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about insurance. Insurance is one of the things everybody has, although not many know what to look for, and just look at price. Well, if you want to buy insurance from a cartoon lizard, remember that in the event of an accident. Or you can have Wiser Insurance on your side. With over 26 years of experience, Wiser Insurance Agency can assess your risk and make recommendations that are the best thing for you. Because they have 22 companies to choose from. Working with an independent agent is key because needs change, and so do rates and coverages. So ask yourself, do I want a local friendly guy in my corner? Or do I want 1-800-LIZARD on my side? It's pretty obvious, guys. Go with the local with all the options. Wiser Insurance Agency. If you're with one of the big gorillas, what we call captive agents, you don't get options. They offer you what's best, whether it fits you or not. That's all they have. Where Wiser can look at different companies and find out where the best fit for you is. And maybe that changes, then they can change it. Because they have 22 companies to offer, one of them being Auto Owners Insurance. So give the boys a call at 952-472-3660 or look them up on the web at wiser-ins.com. Who's the contractor that's called in to fix the less experienced contractor's mistakes? Who's the contractor who gets approval from the insurance company even after the homeowner has been denied? Who's the contractor that has worked in our community and for our community for decades? Grady Restoration. Roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Call us today for a free home estimate. Grady Restoration. They'll get the job done in a timely fashion. The average roof lasts about 20 years, but you may have storm damage that you can't see, or you may need more repairs than your insurance says they'll pay for. In fact, 92% of homeowners accept what the insurance company tells them, which could cause much bigger problems down the line. Let Grady Restoration help you get what you deserve. Call today for a free home inspection. For roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, call Grady Restoration at 952-472-1570 or look them up on the web at gradyrestoration.com. Welcome back to the DK Project.
Let's go, boys!
Hey. Hey, speaking of beers, you found a new sour beer?
It's called Sour Monkey, and it's 9.5%. And I had to buy the 6-pack because it was only $11. It made me feel
it has to be lighter fluid. Does it taste like shit?
It actually doesn't taste that bad, to be completely honest. I had one last night. My stepdad tried it because he's never really drank sour beer, and he's like, it's a little heavy, like a little strong, but I enjoyed it. You know, I felt it after one, so I stopped drinking it.
You fell down after one?
I felt it after one. I felt like that beer after one. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. I've never seen a sour that high though. That's
sour.
I was very impressed.
Low.
That's what I was saying. So I was very impressed, and I was very impressed to find. I was actually at Walmart, which I'm not a fan of going there, but they have a liquor section, and the girl was like, "Oh, we do have sour beers," and that was the only one they had, and I was like, "Okay, I'll take it."
Risky move,
right?
There's so much bad there.
Well, I used,
That's such a bad thing. I got a kid update. I got bitched at by a listener that I can't be distracted. I have to focus.
Well, okay.
Don't write in with any sour beers. Write in to bitch and complain. This ain't Yelp. We don't give a shit.
I'm like, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. And
thanks.
they, speaking of which, I was out at a meat raffle this week.
A meat raffle? Oh.
I take her to the meat raffle, which now I figured out is not such a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Place gets packed, and I'm on a thing. I'm not drinking right now. I'm dry, and all I have is like deep fried or air fried food, so that's no good. The place is packed. My mom talks at this volume all the time. She doesn't.
Oh Lord, I'm so loud. She would hate me.
So I'm like, why are we? She loves the meat raffle though. So we sit there, and I'm just like,
meat raffle.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Come on, we're gonna win. Can't hear you. It was weird. It was weird, but I don't know. We got to step it up. We got to get like maybe what we should do is wear headphones and like headgear so that when she talks we can hear. Because it's her favorite thing in the world. But we took her out there Saturday and she had a few pops, and then we brought her home and
some pops.
She I don't know what happened. Could go either way. I'm sure she kept the throttle down and kept drinking. But
very nice.
But no, anyway, so generally those sour beers are not that strong, but they are they're usually tall. Like they're usually like silos. Do you have full size?
Yeah, I got a full size. The full size sour beer. I was like
what kind of ridiculous Walmart are you shopping at that you can get 6 tall 9% sour beers for $11?
Probably because we're out in the country, and that's all you can do is drink out in the country because there ain't nothing else to do.
So they throw in a liter of moonshine?
Oh my God. It's so weird to not be around people. It stresses me out now. Seriously. This is why I hate being around people in New York. Now I miss it.
I'm thinking about coming to visit, man. There's nothing I like more than not being around people.
One of my friends came to pick me up last week, and my mom's looking for a new house next year closer to me and my sister where we're going to be at. And my friend was like, why would you want to move? My mom's like, there's nothing to do around here. What do you mean? Everything's far. How
long has she been there?
She's been here like 3 years now.
Wow.
And it's just too far out for her, which I get. You know, it's even though Akron wasn't a huge city,
you walk out and there's tumbleweed.
There's just literally nothing around. It's cows. We have buffalo down the street. That's about it. And crops.
Speaking of which, waiting at my door when I get home is.
What did you have now?
Bitlong. I think it's called Bitlong.
What is that?
I can't have
Bitlong jerky.
Well, kind of. I can't have chips right now. So this is a beef jerky that's thin and it's like air fried or something. So it's use it as a chip.
Oh, that's cool. Let me know how that goes. I'm always up for new foods. You know that.
I just need something to shovel the salsa into my face. Because if the fat whisperer hears that I'm eating chips, I'll be doing push-ups till I'm blue in the face. Speaking of which, I'm listening to the David Goggins book, which I don't know if I told you or not, but he Navy SEAL, been through hell and back,
you told me I think a little bit, yes.
All this shit. Well, now he's talking about, and I haven't heard yet if it happens, but he's a ultimate marathon guy, so he's running 100 miles in a day. So now he's trying to raise money for this whatever, and he's going to do he's going to break the world record for most pull-ups in a day.
Most pull-ups in a day?
How many pull-ups
Holy
can you
shit.
do?
2, 3.
I don't even think I can do 1.
Honestly, 3 would be like a stretch. It's hard. It's really hard to do. You forget how hard it is if you don't do it for a while.
Well, and on top of that, I weigh a ton, so.
Oh, you don't weigh a ton, Lord Almighty.
Go
ahead.
Metric ton. So he's going to break the world record. In order to do that, I think he has to do more than 4,000 pull-ups in 24 hours. So
4,000?
Yeah, he has it figured out.
Oh, my God. Get out of here. That's insane.
If he does 10 every... He has it figured out where, like, if I do 10 every 6... I don't know, 6 every 10 seconds, then I can take a break, and then... I don't know. He hasn't figured out. I haven't gotten that far.
His arms are going to fall off. He's not going to have nothing. He's not going to be able to do anything.
This guy did Navy SEAL training 3 times, got through it the 3rd time, which is like hell on earth. Uh-huh. He did some kind of airborne ranger kind of shit. He ran like 2 or 3 ultra marathons.
Jesus.
And then they found out he has a hole in his heart. Like he wasn't even running on a full ticker.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
So now I listen to this book while I'm out exercising, and I'm thinking, if he can do it with a an open valve in his heart, like I should be able to do it. I think mine's closed. I don't know. But
don't
knock on wood.
Oh, my gosh.
I do think I have a broken finger, but that's another story. So anyway, not a lot of exciting events when you don't drink, you don't eat any shitty food, nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
pretty boring.
It's just shoulder to the wheel. So we've just been working around the clock and trying to squeeze in podcasts, which I'm telling you, it gets harder and harder every day.
Yeah. Well, it's better than not working though. So, at least we have that.
Yeah, right. I like the idea that you're getting a job. You're going to start contributing to society.
Yes, I have to. I have to be able to have a job to move out, to get my apartment, to get out of the country.
Berserk at this point.
I am. It's starting to become a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's a good thing I start this job on Monday. I'm going to Akron like once a week to see my friends, and I spend the night. But it's just I'm so used to going on the go, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I work out. Tumbleweed. Yeah, it has. I work out still. I just worked out this morning, and then I listen to a podcast, and I read, and I don't know. I'm going crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking nerds, man.
I'm going crazy. I need to be back where there's food and civilization. That's all I know.
Hell yeah. I've got homecoming for the football team this week, Saturday.
Ooh.
So that'll be a big event.
Very nice.
Which I won't be drinking for.
He says you won't or you will?
He says I can drink vodka straight or with soda, but then your body has to burn the alcohol before it burns more fat.
Oh. You should do a Kettle. Kettle's my vodka that I like.
Kettle One.
Yeah, Kettle One's like, I love Kettle One. It's my go-to. Kettle and soda.
I was just, because, people say that Tito's and soda is the way to go. So I got into the Tito's and soda. I think it's a gimmick.
It's really not that. It's really not. I love Kettle was way better. I'm sorry.
Where the hell was I with the Kettle One? And I'm like, Jesus.
The good thing about Tito's, they donate 10% of 6 or 10% of every sale to help rescuing dogs off the streets and getting them like neutered and everything, which I think is a great thing that they're doing. See, of course you would say that. Of course you would say that.
Lower the price of the vodka.
Well, it's really not that expensive anyways.
Yeah, it's really not.
I just bought one today for my friend, and it was like $26 because that's what he drinks.
Right, but this goes right along the line. Yeah, because the little thing of Kettle One is $26.
Yeah,
it goes right along the line of the whole, pick the best candidate, not the one that checks all the boxes.
Yeah.
I was just talking with a friend of mine, literally earlier today, who works for the police department here. I'm sorry, works for the police department in Omaha. It's in Omaha.
Okay.
And when he was going through the police academy, there was a gal there who was trying to go through the academy, and she just didn't seem like she was going to be a great fit. She had to get it all the way to the end, and when you go to the police academy, they do 2 weeks on the range with guns, Yeah. And then at the end, there's a test, and you have to be able to, whatever, to get through the gun range to pass the test. And she couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. She couldn't pass the test because she got a 17.
Oh.
So if I got a 17 or my friend got a 17, you're out of here. You're not candidate. Get out. You're done. So you're out of the academy. But since she checked a few of the boxes, They worked with her for another 3 or 4 weeks to get her to be able to do it. So they put in all this extra time with her, and she still shoots a 17.
Damn.
And you need an 80 to get through.
You need an 80 and she got a 17?
So the reason why I bring this up is because if she was shooting a 72, you know, we might be able to bump you up a few points and get you over the hurdle. Yeah. But like, I'm not even sure you should be near a gun if you're that far off. Like, are your eyes closed? So the reason why I bring this up is when you say Tito's, you know, and they give $10 to whatever.
The 10%.
It doesn't make their shit taste better. It doesn't. Like, I get
People rave about it.
No.
No, that's it. People rave about it. Like, Tito's is so great. And I'm like, nah, it's really not.
Dumb. Those are dumb people.
Yeah. Kettle is the way to go.
Do they happen to be pet owners?
Shut up. I
suppose they buy the socks where they give a pair of socks to a needy thing too. Like, I want good socks. I don't care if you're giving them to whoever. I want good socks for me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For who?
Sorry, it's my money. I made it. I'd like to spend it the way I want to. Jesus. Give me a freaking break. Hey,
that's how you really feel.
That was hey, I sold my little fishing boat last week.
Oh, good job.
I sold it to this kid who what a great chap. But I don't know, I think he said he's a junior in high school.
Oh.
And he's on the high school sailing team.
Oh.
So I'm like and he doesn't, you know, he's one town over. I'm like,
okay.
You have a sailing team at your high school? Is that fact? Like, fucking really? God, we could barely put a fucking basketball team together, and you got a sailing team? Jesus. So I'm like, I'm talking to him, and he's like, you know, they were thinking about it, and they're like, you know, we got a regatta this weekend, and, you know, we'll get back to you on Monday, whatever. And so he get back to me on Monday, and I'm talking to him, I'm like, so how'd the regatta go? He goes, I actually won. I'm like, no shit.
Good shit.
Like, you won. I said, I fucking like winners, man. Way to go. Winning is awesome.
I like winners. Wow.
And he goes, well, you know, I'm pretty good, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he goes, so now we switched to the bigger boats and we're sailing the bigger boats. And he goes to a local yacht club. And I'm like, yeah, I always heard that if you wanted to learn about sailing, you could go there. And sometimes they need crew and you know, on Tuesday nights when they sail, if you're there, they'll be like, hey, you want to come along and crew? And I'm like, I've thought about it, you know. And he goes, well, let me know. He goes, because I'll let you know when we need crew. And if you want to come out, I'll definitely put you on a boat. I'm like, hell yeah, you call me.
So are you really going to go on the boat?
What's that?
Would you really go on the boat and sail, like, or no?
Well, you know, I commented on, like, I'm not as agile as some of the younger kids. And he goes, his thing, and this is a direct quote, is, weight is good on the boat. We need weight.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, so I'm the fucking anchor now. Is that what it is? Call the fat guy. We got to turn left real hard here. I'm sorry. We have to turn to port real hard.
To port, look at you. Yeah, you got to use the right terms, bougie.
So I'm talking to the dude. He's like, yeah, I go down to Florida, you know, a couple times a month in the winter to sail. I'm like, whoa, wow. Pass the biscuits. And he goes, there's actually a guy locally who's going to fly me down to South Carolina, all expenses paid, so I can sail with him this winter. And I'm just like, God, what a different world you live in, dude. Like,
yeah, like, how do you do this?
You're like,
can you
17?
Please, how does he do all this? I mean, what's going on? I don't understand that.
I don't know. I'm thinking I should have raised the price of the boat. Like,
right?
You're rolling that heavy. Jesus, buddy. Come in some slack here. But no, what a great kid. He was super cool. And who knows? I'll keep you updated if he calls.
Yeah.
If he needs some weight.
Oh, my God. I can't believe he said that.
Need a fat guy in a wetsuit on the port side. Oh, that would be me.
Stop.
I'd be like, oh, I believe they're calling my name. Now, which side's port?
Hey, I was taking a look at your jerky chips, and you're gonna eat it with some salsa, you said?
Yeah.
Because it looks a little dry.
I'm sure it is.
It sort of looks like bark.
It looks like that shit in the Gerdaddles, the really garlicky brown pieces.
Yes, that's what it like. Yeah, but bark looks.
Is that what I said? Bit long? Is that right?
It's long bit jerky, I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. It popped up on my feed, and I'm like, done buying it.
Yeah.
I
Just
paid
let me
a lot
know.
of money for probably a little bag of soy, or not soy.
That's
but,
how usually. Yeah, that's how it usually goes too. You pay all this money for this little amount.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Isn't it good? What'd you think of it?" By the way,
Give me
that
more,
price is no longer available. It's going to be full price. Eat shit, you thin meat.
That's exactly how it goes too. That's exactly how it goes too.
I made some beef jerky yesterday, and since I can't use soy sauce and I can't use any of my normal ingredients, I went salt, pepper, garlic, put her on there. It's pretty
Nice.
freaking good.
That's good.
It's pretty good. Straight meat.
I was dipping that Jack League sweet and spicy jerky a few weeks ago with my friends in cheese sauce. I swear to God. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "This seems like it would go well together," and it was pretty decent.
Did you make any animal noises as you did that?
No, but it was so good though.
Well, I guess you run like what, 5 miles a day?
Oh no, it's less now because where my mom lives at, it's a small allotment and we don't have any sidewalks. If I go to the main roads, I probably get hit. So I run 2. That's it. And then I do like squats and jumping jacks and all that fun stuff.
Better be careful on the meat and the cheese sauce.
Right? Right.
Wash it
Surprisingly, I haven't gained weight here.
Wash it down with a 9% beer. Way to go,
Right.
cowboy. Next thing you know, you're out buffalo tipping in the middle of the night.
Right? Come on,
bitches sleep standing up. I've been out cow tipping before.
I've never done that.
You know what though? I know a lot of people in high school were like, "Hey, we should go cow tipping," and I'm like the guy, "Oh, let's go!" Like, I want to do this, and I've never seen anybody touch a cow. Like,
I've never seen that in my life.
I think we got as close as maybe one guy pissed on an electric fence one time. And we were like sitting there going, "This seems dumb." Like, remember when it's dark and there's piles of cow shit everywhere?
Yep.
And I got my good Stan Smiths on. I'm not going in that shit.
You just take the mushrooms.
Hey.
Hey.
You know, we I was out we had an 80-degree day this week, and
Very nice.
88 on Sunday. We went out,
That's pretty hot.
trip out on the water,
Mm-hmm.
and got a little sunburn. Ain't no thing. But they had a little assorted cheese plate there, and I got to cut down on the cheese.
Cheese, don't ever say that. Cheese is from God. Cheese is from the gods.
You know that
like,
mustard
it's amazing.
you get when you get a big pretzel? You get that mustard that has
Oh,
little
yeah.
balls
That
in
spicy brown mustard. Oh, yeah.
And you are a professional.
I told you I
didn't
love
need the
food.
whole description, and you nailed that thing like a split
I
hog.
know. I love food. People don't realize how much I'm obsessed with food, but go ahead.
So anyway, my friend brought this cheese spread, and it was cheese that looked like that, and it was a mustard cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break. That shit was off the hook. I need to get a pile of that in my face. But I think I was in serious keto over the weekend and didn't lose any weight because I put a lot of cheese in.
Cheese is like, my cousin was on that keto thing too, and he lost a good amount of weight from it as well. He really liked doing it.
Yeah,
he really liked doing it.
I got 40 to get rid of.
Yeah, 40? How long does it say, like a time frame for that it would take you to get rid of 40, or no?
My goal is, and I never, ever, ever talk about my goals on weight loss or anything because I usually fail. But my goal is by the first of the year to be the best shape of my life. I mean,
good
ever.
shit.
I've never been.
You can do it. It's all a mental game. As long as you don't overthink it when you got to do it, that's all that matters.
For sure. I've smoked, I've drank, I've done everything.
Yeah.
And quitting sugar is one of the hardest things you're ever going to do in your life.
Hell yeah, it's hard. It's very hard.
I actually was trying to quit sugar and I went back to smoking. No, but the thing, it's the same. Your head goes through withdrawals, and I'm bitching at the wife, and she's bitching at me. I don't know why she's bitching at me.
It's the same when you quit smoking, same when you quit drinking caffeine.
Yeah, that's
hard.
Caffeine.
Ooh, that's hard.
You know what? That's great. That's great radio right there. Breakdancing on the camera. I don't see the spikes when I have caffeine. Like,
well, that's good.
Like, I just like the warm coffee in the morning, so I could probably have decaf.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that like, but if I drink like Starbucks after noon, then I'm in trouble, I think. Mm-hmm. But I think I could go to decaf. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Decaf.
Hey, guess what I gotta do tonight?
What?
I'll give you a hint.
All right.
Yeah!
Soccer game.
Very nice.
Soccer game. And I might have to go to Phoenix. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Let me know how that goes.
See what happens.
That's a lot, though.
We got to wrap this Mamma Jamma up. We are episode 170 of the DK Project. Make sure you check out the back catalog. Lots of good, interesting shit back there. We got some guests coming up. I think we have one on Friday, maybe, unless they bail on us, which seems to be the thing lately. Ooh, Kristen's throwing a fit.
Nothing. We'll talk.
Do you need a minute? Do you have a space you can throw yourself on the floor?
I'm gonna have a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old.
Oh, different than what you're currently having. Anyway, everybody, tell a friend, spread the word, get the word out about the DK Project. We're going to be rolling on new episodes coming out one after another. And if you know a spouse of a celebrity, have them get in touch with us so we can get them on the air. Thanks, Kristen.
Bye.
That's it. That's the end.
That's a wrap.
Read the shtick.
That's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends. If you'd like to reach out, you can use the studio line at 612-504-6500 or by email, thedkprojectpodcast@gmail.com. And of course, there's always social media at the DK Project Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.